Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Immigrant Blueprint. I am attorney Ebony Anuforo. And in today's video, I want to dive into a topic that's getting a lot of attention this year. I specifically want to talk about the 7 best ways to get your marriage-based green card approved in 2025. If you're married to a US citizen or a green card holder and you are planning to apply or you've already applied and filed, then this video is for you. So USCIS has tightened its review process and marriage-based cases are facing more scrutiny than ever before. But don't worry, I'm going to walk you through exactly what you can do to make your case stronger, avoid delays, and to maximize your chances of an approval. So, number one, you want to use the correct and current forms and follow the instructions exactly. This may sound simple, but it's one of the biggest reasons for rejections and delays. Always download the latest form editions directly from uscis.gov, not from old links or from Google. Every page of every form must match the current edition date. Even one outdated page can get your whole package rejected. So make sure that you also fill out every single question. No blanks, no guesswork. If a question doesn't apply, you want to write not applicable or N/A. And here's something new for 2025. USCIS has implemented a new way to pay fees. Effective immediately, individuals can make ACH transactions directly to USCIS by completing and signing Form G1650 or for credit cards via Form G1450. Previously accepted paper checks or money orders will no longer be valid. Okay, so remember, accuracy, completeness, and up-to-date forms are your first line of defense against delays. Number two, you want to build strong, concrete evidence of a bona fide marriage. In 2025, USCIS is laser focused on proving that your marriage is real and not just for immigration purposes. Here's what works best: shared residence, joint lease or mortgage, mail going to the same address, utility bills in both your names. If you live apart, maybe for work or for school, you want to provide a clear explanation and provide evidence to support that. You want to show joint finances like bank accounts, credit cards, tax returns, or insurance policies. Proof of a shared life. We like to submit photos together over time, travel history, text messages, and even social media posts that reflect your relationship over time. Affidavits like letters from friends, family, neighbors, or coworkers who can vouch for your relationship is also very helpful. Remember, you don't want to overstage or fake anything. Authenticity is always going to win over perfection. Number three, keep a transparent, consistent narrative and provide documentation. Your story has to be consistent from start to finish in your forms, in your interview, and in your supporting documents. So sit down with your spouse and build a clear timeline of your relationship, how you met, major milestones, when you started living together, key events, and financial steps you've taken together. If there are unusual details like a long distance marriage or a cultural difference that affects how you live, you want to explain it up front. A short, clear cover letter or relationship summary can help the officer connect the dots, have some context about your relationship. And most importantly, you want to be truthful. Fabricating evidence or giving inconsistent answers can lead to serious immigration consequences, including fraud allegations. Number four, meet the financial sponsorship requirements. This one is a huge tip because the US citizen or permanent resident spouse must meet the income threshold under the federal poverty guidelines. If your income is close to the cutoff, you can add a joint sponsor or you can show additional assets to meet the requirement. You want to make sure your financial evidence is also current and clear. You want to include your last 3 years of tax returns, W-2s, recent pay stubs, and employment letters if available. Transparency again is going to be key. USCIS wants to see that the immigrant spouse won't become dependent on public benefits. Number five, prepare thoroughly for the interview. and possible site visits. This is where many couples make or break their case. Before your interview, you want to practice answering questions about your relationship. So you want to practice talking about your daily routines, who pays which bills, how you met each other's family, what you do together. You both should be able to answer naturally and consistently. Also, you want to bring originals of everything you submitted to the interview, plus any updated documents like new bills or recent photos. And yes, in 2025, USCIS is doing more home visits in certain cases. So make sure your home reflects a shared life, mail with both names, shared items, and evidence of genuine cohabitation. Avoid posting anything on social media that could contradict your marriage status. That's something that officers sometimes do check. Number six, stay organized, track your case, and respond promptly to RFEs. Keep both a physical and digital folder for all your documents, receipts, and copies. USCIS communication can come either by mail or online, and missing one notice can set you back months. If you get an RFE, which is a request for evidence, don't panic. You want to read it carefully, respond with everything requested, and do it on time. Partial or late responses can often lead to denials. Proactivity and organization shows to USCIS that you're responsible and you're cooperative, which are qualities that matter more than you may think. And it's number seven, get legal help and start early. Even if your case seems simple, it's smart to get advice from an immigration attorney. They can spot inconsistencies, they can identify weak areas, and we can also help you prepare for the interview. Start gathering evidence early. Don't wait until the week before you file. Evidence that's collected over months or even years carries more weight because it shows a genuine ongoing relationship. If you've overstayed a visa, if you've had criminal charges or have previous petitions, talk to an attorney first. Getting ahead of potential issues is the best way to protect your future. I want to share some bonus tips and things that you want to avoid. Number one, don't mix old and new form additions. Don't submit vague evidence like we just lived together, which means nothing without documentation. Don't exaggerate or misstate facts. Inconsistency is going to trigger fraud investigations. And don't wait too long to file. Processing times are increasing, and early accurate filing moves things faster. I will say though, particularly in 2025, we are seeing an unprecedented increase in processing times, specifically for marriage-based cases. Now, what happens if USCIS does suspect fraud in your case, right? If they believe your marriage isn't real, they can issue you what's called a notice to appear in immigration court. They can also request a home visit or conduct additional interviews. Fraud findings can lead to a green card denial and ultimately long-term immigration consequences. So the bottom line is honesty, preparation, and a strong documentation are your best protections. Getting your marriage-based green card approved in 2025 is absolutely possible, but it's going to take more preparation and attention to detail than ever before. You want to be thorough, you want to stay consistent, and get help early and tell your story truthfully. If you'd like help reviewing your documents or preparing for your interview, reach out to our firm. We handle consultations nationwide, and we treat every case with care and confidentiality that it deserves. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the Immigrant Blueprint for more insider immigration tips and updates. Stay informed, stay hopeful, and I'll see you in the next video.